Good afternoon. It is Korey and Taylor for Dr. DeWalt's EHD180T62, and this is our culmination video.
And we have it named as a video game, so each level of the 5 E's, as well as one of the 3 tenets of our course, is going to be each level. In order to level up to the next level, we have to accomplish several tasks and show examples. So that's going to be the setup of our entire video.
So the first level of our game is engagement. And so what's needed to reach the level up after engagement is there needs to be engagement throughout the entire lesson. You need to know what your students are capable of, and there needs to be a set of direction for the lesson, the fluidity and flow of the lesson and how it works throughout. So the next thing we're going to show is an example within our videos from our micro teaching lesson of where our engagement is within our micro.
So this is going to be an engagement portion of our lesson, and to start off, I'm going to ask you a few questions that would be related to some of the information that's been given as well as the rest of the video. We're showing that each student was traveling during the Wednesday weekend, so we're relating that back to how the settlers traveled and were loaded to today. So that's what we did for that.
So this next part of the video we're showing is us showing our engagement video that gives the students a very introductory, brief lesson to the information that they will be receiving throughout the entire lesson. We picked a more cartoon-based video opposed to something that was more factual and historical to match our students' attention span and their cognitive level because they're in 4th grade. So they do understand the concept behind things, but they also still enjoy to see cartoons. And our video ran for about 2 minutes, and the students really seemed to like it, and they felt that it had a lot of information that was important for them that they could utilize in their projects.
So with the videos that were provided, we were able to show engagement throughout the lesson. We now know what the students are capable of when the answers to the questions and the engagement questions, and now we have a set for direction of flow of the lesson plan and what we're going to be doing and learning about.
So that means that and the next level is level 2, which is explore. So within exploration, we need to drive into the subject, activate the student's background knowledge, as well as create a student-centered discussion. So now we're going to show video clips from our lesson that show the points that we use to hit these.
So this video that we're going to be showing you is actually Taylor's body cam. My cam unfortunately was not working that day and had condensation within the lens, and you can't see or hear anything, so I didn't think it was going to be beneficial for this culmination video. But in this video, you're going to see students having questions given to them that they need to research on their own and find their own interesting facts. This is our exploration stage of our lesson plan.
So this is Korey introducing the concept of the assignments for the students to research information on. So again, I'm just going to mute it real quick because they're going to be researching on their own. We wanted to make it to where the students could use their own knowledge and their background knowledge to dive deeper into the concept and have a jump start point. So in the beginning, you saw in the engagement that we asked the students about their background knowledge about travel and things like that. And now they're going to delve deeper into the specific travel routes and struggles of the 49ers.
So this is going to be our writing audience for our students, researchers, and freshmen. Me and Taylor decided that we needed to walk around Ohio and sit with parents and students kind of write along the way if they have any trouble or questions or I'm just not sure the overall concept of the assignment. I would be sharing mine, but if you review it, you can't hear my audio or the student's audio, and you can't see the interaction like the facial expressions or any of the movement that I make. So overall, this is the overall concept of us exploring as a class and working together, like when we come together as a county, so our community as a whole, and explaining the new findings that we found while researching and exploring our knowledge.
It was very important to us that we gave the students individual time for them to explore information and kind of choose their own routes as to how and what they wanted to learn in order to make it a more student-centered and student-driven conversation. So as Korey said, this is our Cal meeting. We're bringing it back together for the community as a whole. And this is where we're going to stop the explore portion of our video. So back to our explore components. We wanted to make sure that the students drove into the subject. And the video shows that we have the students engaging in research and diving deeper into knowledge and gaining that knowledge, activating their background knowledge. We use that in the beginning. We asked students about where they had gone and things like that. We also wanted to have them make connections between their personal life and what we were going to be learning in class. And then giving the students personal time to research information on their own made it to where we could have a very student-centered discussion and have the students have their own thoughts and opinions on what they wanted to bring back to the class. And with that, we reached our... And so the next level is explain.
And with explain, our goals within this level is that we are reflecting on what we learned. And it's mainly teacher talk. The students are driving the discussion, but we are facilitating this discussion and adding extra information that might seem obscure or unsure of. And the content is very important and making sure that we're getting those points in our lesson plan that we want to bring out in our final product.
With that, we will be showing video examples of our explanation part. So this is our community of the whole meeting again. And with this, we wanted to show how the students would bring up topics and something that they felt was important or interesting for them to learn, and how we would dive into and help explain why it was important. So in this specific example, we're talking about illnesses. And we're trying to engage the students by giving them a topic and then asking them to have their input. And then we build off of their input and turn it into basically like a lesson within a lesson, giving them more information and more knowledge about the things that they find interesting and want to know.
So as the video showed, we were able to reflect on what we learned and expand our content, which is our third point, and Taylor drove the discussion more into illnesses and diseases, so it mainly became teacher talk and facilitated, with also getting feedback and interaction with the students, but we were giving them the true meaning of all of the new information and making it all seem like it comes together and makes sense. So with that, we were able to
Level up. And so the next level is elaborate. So elaboration encompasses the blanket of application of information. So this is the point where the students are able to take what they've learned and apply it into the assignments that we've designed for them. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at some video examples for elaborate. So this is an example of elaboration in the fact that this video that we're currently showing is an example from a previous student, and it is also an example of modeling, as well as the fact that it is chock full of all the information that the students need to complete their assignment. So this was our form of elaborating on the content, as well as keeping the students engaged, as well as elaborating on the assignments that they were going to need to complete in the future with this content.
So with that video, it was kind of short. This shows the application, the overall blanket of the newfound knowledge of the student, and it's also a form of modeling from previous students, and it kind of sets the tone as well on what is expected of the students. So with that, we are
Level up! And so the next level is level 5, and this is evaluate. And within the evaluate spectrum of this level, we need to do a summative informative assessment. And that means that we're not just done at the end of our lesson. Once we've taught our students the content and the information, we need to have some way to gauge that they've actually understood and retained that information.
And you can see from the other videos that we are asking questions and trying to open thought at their mind. So that's also a form of a summative assessment, trying to get them to explain a little bit more, but we have other examples that are more obvious in different videos. This is what we're going to be showing you.
Okay, so this is the video in which we show our student-involved rubric. We worked on creating a rubric for the assignment as a team and made sure that we got student input, not only to keep them engaged, but also to make sure that they were doing what they wanted to do with the assignment, as well as learning what we wanted them to learn. And so in a minute, the video will pan over and you'll see that I am writing on the board the list of things that the students have inputted that they want on the rubric.
And initially, into a rubric, when you say is a video that you're going to have to review it, and you can also overnight or if you have a review that we saw that should be included here, like we saw from the students.
So this portion of the video is Kahoot. We use this as our informal assessment at the end of the day, just to make sure that the students had grasped the concept of the information that we had introduced to them. So Kahoot is a great app that we can use in the classroom that is thoroughly engaging to students because they get to see where they rank amongst their classmates. And it's really fun, and it becomes like a game, and they don't necessarily know that they're exercising the information that they learned within the lesson. Here's an example of how the questions work. And that's the feedback. So the majority of the class have gotten it right, and that's a great way for us as teachers to gauge their understanding and check for their knowledge within the lesson.
So with that, we were able to show that not only at the end of our lesson that we did some type of evaluative or formative or some of assessment, but we did several different times towards the end as well. Also using student feedback and student fun games to check understanding. With that, we have
leveled up. So the final level is level 6. And that is one of the 3 concepts within the class that we have decided to focus on. And in our lesson, we decided to make that UDL, which is Universal Design for Learning. And within UDL, it is important that there is engagement, representation, and action and expression. So the next video we show you is going to be how we use those 3 aspects in our micro-teaching. Okay, in this video snippet, Korey is explaining the fact that we have 3 different products or 3 different assignments that the students can complete. One of them is a game board where the students can create their own form of like Monopoly style game. The other is a chart that can either be digitally or hard copy such as poster board. And the final is a digital story encompassing a video about the things that we talked about and the requirements that were set in the rubric. And utilizing the 3 different assignments and products enables us to tap into the different multiple intelligences within our classroom and really hit that UDL aspect.
So with that, we were able to show engagement, representation, and action expression. And that means we have
leveled up
and we have
won the game.
So thank you very much for watching our video. I hope it was really entertaining and informative.
Thanks.